Morning friends, I am Davari Rahul. Today I am before you to teach you simple present tense. This simple present tense is very useful in our communication and in our writing skill as well. So let's learn about simple present tense. First, it is essential to learn what is the structure of simple present tense. In assertive sentence, the structure will be like this: subject plus the first form of the verb plus object plus complement plus adverbial. Subject and verb, these two elements are obligatory, and other three elements, adverbial, complement and object, are optional in the sentence. So you can take it with your own choice to form a sentence. We know while using the verb in this sentence, sometimes we add yes, es or ies to the verb. When we do like this, if the subject is in third person singular number, we have to add yes, es or ies to the verb. And if there is the subject is in plural number, there is no need at all to add yes, es or ies. Keep it in mind. This is very useful in this tense. And that's why some people think that this tense is very difficult to understand. But if you keep it in mind, some important things, there would not be any difficulty to understand this tense. So let's turn towards the uses of simple present tense. Simple present tense is used to express routine life. Means whatever we do from the morning to the evening, we can tell by using simple present tense. I get up early in the morning at 5 o'clock. I take bath, get dressed and get ready to go to college. I go to college by bus. Look at these sentences. In these sentences, what am I doing? I am using simple present tense to express my routine life. I go to bed at 10 o'clock. I watch television for 2 hours. Again, it is very important to note that while telling our routine life, sometimes we make use of some words. Such words are called adverbs of frequency. The words like always, never, sometimes, rarely, seldom, they can come in the sentence. Look at the use of these words in the sentence. I always come late to the class. He never studies. I sometimes attend the class of compulsory English. Generally, we use adverb of frequency between subject and verb. Keep it in mind. This is very important to understand the sequence and the structure of such sentences. After this, we should know the next use of simple present tense. Simple present tense is used to express general truth. The earth moves around the sun. The sun rises in the east. The sun sets in the west. Oil floats on water. The water freezes at 100 degrees. The stars twinkle in the sky at night. Look at these sentences. What I have done, that I used simple present tense to tell general truth. The man is mortal. Look at this example. Through this sentence as well, what am I doing? I am telling you the general truth. Simple present tense is used to write headlines in the newspaper. If you open English newspapers, you will come to know that there are some headlines in a newspaper and they are written in simple present tense. Before some days, there was a death of one of the film actors named Sushant Singh. And what was the headline? Sushant Singh passes away. In today's Lokmanya Times, there are two headlines. I will try to put those headlines before you. Congress demands Union Minister Shekhavut's resignation. Another headline is mortality ratio comes down in Aurangabad. Look at these three headlines. What I have done, while telling you these headlines, I used simple present tense. So that is also a wonderful use of simple present tense. Then it is used to introduce quotations. See some examples. William Shakespeare says, "Brevity is the soul of wit." Shakespeare says, "Brevity is the soul of wit." There is John Keats, and John Keats says, "A thing of beauty is joy forever." A thing of beauty is joy forever. There is an essayist named Francis Bacon, and there is a quotation written by him. There is a quotation like this: "Some books are to be tasted, others to be swallowed, and few to be chewed and digested." Through these sentences, I did one thing, and that is to tell you these quotations, I used simple present tense. The next importance of simple present tense is it is used to commentate on sporting events. I know very well that all of you are interested to watch cricket match, and you listen commentary. See such sentences. Harbhajan Singh throws the ball. Sachin comes forward and he hits 6. He gets 6 runs and he adds 6 runs to his team. Look at these sentences. There is simple present tense which I use to commentate on sporting activity, that is cricket. The next use of simple present tense is to describe stage directions and scientific experiments. There is a good example of stage directions. The curtain raises and you see a man with a cigar in his hand. Look at this example. That somebody is describing that stage, that what is happening there. And for that purpose, I used simple present tense. Simple present tense is also used to show probability in conditional clauses. If she studies hard, she will pass with distinction. Another conditional clause. If you play well, you will win the match. Look, these two sentences. There is probability, and to express it, I used simple present tense. Another use of simple present tense is It is used to tell proverbs. We know very well that there are good proverbs in English and they are used with simple present tense. Shallow water makes much noise. Practice makes man perfect. Actions speak louder than words. An apple a day keeps a doctor away. Look at these examples. In these examples, I told you some proverbs, and to tell you these proverbs, I used simple present tense. Another use of simple present tense, you will find that this tense is used in exclamatory sentences beginning with here and there. Beginning with here and there to express what is actually taking place in the present. Look at some examples. Here comes the bus. Here comes the bus. Oh, there she goes. Here we go. But while speaking these sentences, keep it in mind that when you speak, there must be feel like it is an exclamatory sentence. Otherwise, if you are speaking like the statement, it is not so. So there must be the feel of the sentence of exclamatory sentence. And at that time, you can say that it is an exclamatory sentence. Otherwise, there is no use at all. When we talk about simple present tense, it is also used to express future event that is a part of fixed timetable or fixed program. Keep it in mind that it is used to express future event and that is a part of fixed timetable and fixed program. For example, a train leaves at 9. The PM arrives here on 25th June. The college remains closed for summer vacation. The school opens on 16th June. Look at these examples. What I am doing, that there is an implication of future, but I am using simple present tense to tell it. So this tense is very useful, and while writing your answers as well, you have to make use of simple present tense. In our day-to-day life as well, this tense plays an important role in our life. So I hope that after watching this video, you will learn some techniques to form your own sentences with the help of simple present tense. Now we learned the structure of assertive sentences. Now you should also learn how to form negative and interrogative sentences. I will take your favorite sentence that your teachers told you in your class. Rama eats a mango. Rama eats a mango. If you want to form a negative or interrogative sentence, here we have to make use of two words, and these two words are do and does. If the subject is in third person singular number, means whenever we have added es, es or ies to the verb, there we are going to use does, and if there is no yes, es or is to the verb, there we can use do. So I am taking you a simple sentence for your understanding. Rama eats a mango. Now I am forming this interrogative sentence. And in interrogative sentences, there are two types: yes no type questions and WH type question. So while forming yes no type question, see, Rama eats a mango. Does Rama eat a mango? Does Rama eat a mango? If I want to form it as a negative sentence, I will form it as negative sentence. Rama does not eat a mango. Yes, Rama eats a mango. Look at these sentences. It is so easy to form yes no type questions. Another sentence. Dhanasri goes to college. Dhanasri goes to college. Does Dhanasri go to college? Yes, Dhanasri goes to college. No, Dhanasri does not go to college. Arpita studies every day. Does Arpita study every day? Yes, Arpita studies every day. No, Arpita doesn't study every day. Ayush and Sonu play Kho-Kho. Ayush and Sonu play Kho-Kho. Here there are two names I have taken. So there must be plural one. The verb must be plural one. So do Ayush and Sonu play Kho-Kho? Yes. Ayush and Sonu play Kho-Kho. No, Ayush and Sonu don't play Kho-Kho. Just look at the sentences. What am I doing? If I am using does, I am not adding yes, es or ies to the verb. And if I am using do, there is no change in the form of the verb. So it is very easy for us to understand structure. It is very easy to understand various uses of simple present tense, and you can get good skill to learn it if you know the forms of the verbs, the first form of the verb, the second form of the verb, the third form of the verb, and the fourth form of the verb. I can also teach you other tenses within 4 videos, but I felt that this tense is very useful. That's why I took this tense particularly for you, and I hope that this video will make you so confident to learn simple present tense. If you like this video, subscribe it and be ready to watch new videos. Thank you.